Good afternoon, Elsa.
Good afternoon.
Today I would like to have a short interview with you about evolution. To begin with, let me just ask you about your understanding of evolution at first. How much do you know about evolution?
I know the term of evolution, and I know that it's from Charles Darwin. That's all I know.
Then do you know anything about the theory of evolution?
Honestly, I don't really know very much about that, but I know that it's something from single cell and evolved to very complicated cell, and then become different kind of species, organism to live in our environment.
So it seems that you have already have some background knowledge about evolution. So would you mind tell me, how do you acquire the information from? And have you been taught anything related to evolution during your education?
I can't remember anything from my education about evolution, but I think I acquired those kind of knowledge from internet, from people talking, when we share our own ideas, and sometimes from TV show, magazine, things like that.
How far do you think yourself or your family is aware of the evolution of life?
I think my family first, they just know it at the common sense level, or some of them may not even notice anything about that. But most of us know what is AIDS, and some people said human were AIDS before because we all have fingers, things like that. But no one can have any real knowledge about Darwinism or evolution.
Do you agree that every organism on Earth evolved from a common ancestor? And how do you believe that humans were arised from?
For your first question, I would say I'm not very sure if we were all developed from the same ancestor, because although we share the same features on the face or on the human body, but we do look different. Every one of us, we are so unique. You know, it's very interesting that when we all have two eyes, one nose, one mouth, and one head, but we all look different. Only identical twins, they look the same, but they have their features too. So I'm not very sure about that. And your second question, I don't remember.
How do you believe humans were arised from?
I think we all created by God. This is my belief, and that is human arise from.
Oh, I've heard that you have mentioned God. And so do you know anything about the word creationism?
Sure, I do. We were all created by God just in 6 days, and human beings were created at the last day, and the first human was Adam, and another woman came from Adam's body, and also created by God.
So would you mind telling me if you have any religious beliefs, and if you have, how long have you been believing it?
I'm a Christian. I have been a Christian for more than 20 years, since I was a kid. Yeah.
So do you have any daily religious practice, and why would you have this kind of habit?
I can't say daily. I pray daily, before meal, before bedtime, and in the morning, and I study Bible sometimes, not every day to be honest. And I go to church regularly. I can't say every Sunday. I'm a human, but when I was a kid, I went to Sunday school. I learned things from Bible, and I do think it becomes a very firm belief in my head.
It sounds that you have a firm belief in creationism. How far would you agree the theory of evolution?
It is not my position to disagree that theory of evolution, and But I think the theory of evolution is just help us to understand more about the creation, because we can see what is genetics and what is about DNA and how God creates biological things.
And it also claimed that there's a contradiction between evolution and creationism. So for you, which side would you actually stand for and why?
Of course, I will stand for creationism because that was what I believe and it is my faith. And but I will not disagree with evolution because for the reason that I don't really understand what it is about. I cannot deny it.
Anyway, thank you for your help for today. That's the end of our interview. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.